y'all, Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the South, more specifically, New Orleans, Louisiana. And one of my favorite things here in New Orleans is some of the amazing cemeteries, and I think this one is my favorite, St. Roch's Cemetery. Let's check this out. Of course, here in New Orleans, the ground is so wet, you can't simply plant people in the ground like you would in other parts of the country. So you have to use these above ground crypts. And now, a lot of people don't quite understand how these work. And look at this. Look at how many people are buried in this crypt. There's like over a dozen people in this one vault. And you think to yourself, how would a dozen people fit in that vault? It's actually quite simple and actually a little gruesome. This almost works like a pizza oven, if you don't mind me using that analogy. There's actually a platform like right here where you put a dead body. You seal the front, and it, by law, has to be sealed for 1 year at the bare minimum. And then after a year is open, or when the next person's ready to be buried, they'll crack it open. This person sitting out in this stone structure in the heat will have turned to a skeleton. Will then push the skeleton to the back of the crypt where it'll drop down. So there should be a pile of skeletons and bones right there. And that's how you fit that many people into one of these crypts.
It's definitely a lot different than what you normally see in a graveyard.
Yeah, these graves here, it's almost like being buried in a potter. You can't put it in the ground, so you have like dirt set in a little human potter to plant your corpse in. Oh wow, check this chain out. Here's St. Roch's Chapel. Now there's St. Roch himself. He's always portrayed with a little dog by his side. Actually below there, below St. Roch is Jesus in a little tomb. Fortunately, this chapel's actually locked today for some reason. Amongst other things, St. Roch is the patron saint of amputees, and one special thing that occurs here at St. Roch's Chapel is that people will leave their prosthetic legs or prosthetic limbs in honor of St. Roch. And I just could not get in the main front of the chapel, but I went over here to the back window. If you look in there, you can see where people have left their artificial limbs, their crutches. Faces up there. Do they have horns? Are those like devil faces? And there's actually a swarm of wasps up there as well as flying around. That's kind of creepy. The wasps coming out of their mouths. Appreciate you guys watching. I'm unsure why the chapel's locked off. I know that the historical societies around here will have a hard time with hooligans coming into the cemetery and messing things up. But still amazing place out here. Alright, I appreciate you guys watching.